J's ready. I'm ready.
All right, guys, here we go. Brady Berman, Jay Petlin, Arizona J. Races to 9 ball, big table. How's everybody doing this weekend? Hope you all had a good Memorial. What's up, Chastity? You got to hit your button there.
Welcome, everybody. Arizona J with the opening break. Stops his rock.
Comes up dry.
Not a great shot at the one anyway here, so Brady's going to have to look to do something with it.
If
What
he
up,
makes-
Bobby Ambrose?
If he makes it, he should have good shape on the 2, but
Oh, John, you get called out right away.
I know. She's been doing that a lot.
She likes you.
She just likes to give me trouble about something, I guess.
Yeah.
It happens. So right out of the gate here, long, thin cut on the 1. Do you know if these guys locked up a number of sets, or we're just going to go until somebody pulls up?
No, I don't know. I really don't think they knew.
Yeah, I think they just wanted to get together and play and see what happens. So we'll see how it goes. What's up, Fronic? Good evening, Mark.
Two of our favorites. Mark Delisle's everywhere. I jumped on a couple other chats and streams and stuff, and he's just always there. It always says, Mark Delisle's watching. Mark Delisle's watching. Mark Delisle's watching. You have nothing else to do in Canada. Arizona J on a 2. He's got a, dare I say, roadmap. I would say the 5-ball's sticky, but you got position pretty much there, and the 6 is not quite hanging, but it's close. You know, as the...
Yeah. He does look good. I mean, the 5 to the 6 is not... I mean, like you said, the 6 is off the rail enough to where it's...
6 to the 7 really looks like it could be the only thing. Like, this is the money shot right here. He just makes this ball and doesn't get hooked.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, if he could just come back out the middle of the table, it'd be perfect.
It's a little tricky because he's... Like, you got to have a pretty good stroke to just either... Oh.
Yeah. He got there. On the 6 ball, he just forgot to make the 5. Leaves it good for Brady.
That's got to be a little frustrating. He actually, what happened is he got funny on the 4. And then he got funny on the 5. You know, and he just took his position on it and assumed he could make it.
Mm-hmm.
And this table will get you everything, especially the first game. His first stroke shot, really, it looked like to me.
Yep, indeed. Yeah, the Mr. Unprofessional himself is back.
What's up, Chastity? You know we love you. Hope you guys make it back soon. Yeah, T-Rex was a monster, man. My God. Now, he had a home court advantage, and not just home court, but they kind of let it go that while they did get all new diamonds down there at Buffalo's, they kept one nice tight table there for the home court boys.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody got their hands full of it, and Tony let them all know what it was like to play on that table with him. He's a super beast, man. And he had the hardest road to go, too, man. Tony didn't get to play the soft way. Tony played like Scott Frost twice.
Mm-hmm.
He played Dennis and Jeremy Jones, and he had another real hard match, too. And I don't want to disrespect him, but it was another one of the top guys. I mean, just a brutal, like, bracket he had.
Yeah.
Now, Scott Frost had a little easier one. No disrespect to, I think his name's Jason Brown. I forget. I heard he's a real good player. I haven't seen much of him, but I've definitely heard enough about him. But he's still not really won a whole lot in those big pro one-pocket tournaments.
Right.
You know, Scott was going to be the favorite, but crazy outcomes, man. Justin Hall fought all the way to 3rd place, so USA went all the way, man.
Yeah, he did amazing.
Yeah. Tony Shohan, Scott Frost, Justin Hall, 1, 2, 3. $112,000 in the Calcutta.
Oh my gosh, it was insane.
That was just the first Calcutta. They do all kinds of different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Jay with another good break, but no ball dropped.
It's a much better looking start, but the 3 ball is a little jacked up with the 9. Now there's a carom here from the 3-9. He could also It's too far away. I was going to say play the 3 off the back of the 9, but I don't think that's a shot that really anybody's going to shoot. Yeah, Fronic, it really was. Like, I don't remember the last time I actually felt like really like, man, I have to get to a place where I can watch this right away. I felt bad that I didn't start watching until about 5 o'clock each day, even though they started at noon. Brady has trouble with the 1 ball out of the gate.
Yeah, so it was Alex. So Tony played Alex first.
Yeah.
Did he miss Dennis or did he play Dennis? Maybe he missed Dennis and he played Alex. Maybe I'm getting it mixed up. But whatever it was a nasty, nasty road that he had.
Yeah, I mean, you got 24 players, I think.
Yeah,
total.
but their side was stacked.
No, I get it.
Like
but
they
it's
had
like,
the top 5
no,
players
like,
or 4 or 5 players
bracket.
over on their side.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, it was dirty.
Mora's playing Jeremy now?
He's given 9-8. Yeah, for
I hadn't
$20K.
heard that. Jeez,
I don't understand that, man. I really don't. Jeremy must really not be playing good if Mora can even think about giving him that, because I know Mora's playing real good lately.
Mm-hmm.
Real good 1 pocket. He's getting to the end of some stuff. He won the 1 ball 1 pocket at with that field the other night, which is a different game, but it still counts. And he finished second in an event, won an event, I think. So I know his 1 pocket game's coming a long way, but God, I'd have to think Jeremy Jones is the favorite there if he's still playing pool.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know, because he's a professional commentator. I'm an unprofessional commentator. A professional commentator would have known these things.
Right.
An unprofessional one like myself just guesses and says whatever I want.
That's pretty much how that goes. The last couple of matches, Jeremy Jones was co-commentating with Josh Roberts, and that was really entertaining because you could tell that they both, like when they disagreed on what shot's the right shot, like they both started to get a little like, no, my shot's the right shot, and here's why. And they went a little back and forth, but it was good banter.
Yeah.
So it's funny though, because I mean it's kind of 2 different styles.
I like Josh Roberts a lot. He's a real cool dude, and I've met him a couple of times. And the last time I saw him at the Derby, I was talking to him, I guess 2 years ago, and I told him that he's my second favorite commentator. And who's your first one, man? I said, Jeremy. Why do you like Jeremy better than me? And I told him, you think I'm dry?
Right.
You think I'm drier than Jeremy? I was like, shit, man. I meant it as a compliment. I just mean like, and I'll be real honest. I'll tell you exactly what I mean. I'm like, dude, you're a professional pool player that not everybody knows everything about. You could tell us stories about you, about your gambling matches, about, I mean, I'll be real honest with you. I said, you could talk about, what it was like being an African-American player playing around the South and redneck pool halls and stuff like that. Like, I mean, you got to have a million stories, man. You're Josh freaking Roberts, dude. Like, you've beat all the pros before. You've gambled high stakes. Like, I know some of the stories. I've heard them. Like, tell some of that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's all I meant. I said, man, listening to you tell me how to get from the 2 to the 3 is kind of painful, to be honest with you. Like, I don't mean it. I just mean like I can only listen to so much of that. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
I mean, if I had something substantial to offer, like it was other than just saying we're going from, now I understand if you got to explain the goofy TV balls because people screw up and use those. Wow, is this available here?
I don't know.
Apparently it is.
It's real close. I think he's okay. I mean, he's shooting it like he is. He's got to move this cue ball.
Yeah, so he hit it a little fat trying to get that, make sure he got the
I didn't
ball
think he
first.
had enough of the ball. I didn't think he had enough of the ball to even hit it fat.
Maybe I'm wrong. What happened there?
I don't know. I mean, it
I
immediately
thought he
came
chunked
off
it a
the
little
rail.
bit, that's
So
why it came
either
off the
he
rail.
shot it straight on the rail or he
Hit
overcut
the rail
it.
first, or maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I saw it wrong. I'm sitting at a little angle here, but
Yeah. It's all right. Still, though, leaves Brady a tough shot.
Man, this big table can be tough to catch a gear on. And, there's a scratch right there. Number one, he didn't warm up a whole lot. And number two, like I said, this table's not easy to just catch a gear on, man. I was talking about it. Somebody asked me who the favorite was in this match. I said, man, this big table equalizes things a lot.
Yeah, Brady. So Brady got here just at like 6:30, and he went and got some food. So like he just ate.
You want to read a cool email?
Sure.
Not out loud.
I won't. Okay.
I did work while I was gone. Sorry to interrupt you. It's all about me, though.
That's really cool.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
So there's several more, but that was the important one.
Secrets. We're talking about secrets.
Not really secrets, man. I just did work. We're always working on different sponsors and things like that for the show. We really don't. If you look at our screen right now, you see that we don't really have any up there. Now that doesn't mean that we don't. We've got some affiliations, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona J. Are we really still in game one?
No, this is game two.
I mean, we're
They
still
went back and
1-0.
forth a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice stroke there by Jay.
Yep. This is a blue label diamond. The pockets are 4 3/8.
Thank you for those stars, Patrick. Man, we love them things. They're like toasted ravioli to us. I don't know where you're from. You may not get that. Yeah, so sponsors. So what about the Red Door Den? We absolutely love those guys, man. They're doing all kinds of crazy, cool stuff. Greg Hogue has got the Red Door Den Training Center, and he's training pool players from
Which all around his area. He's in
the greenest of green all the way up to pros, man. He's working with them all. Justin Bergman went down there and played Greg, and Justin loved it down there. He said it was an amazing experience. And they've got all kinds of things to offer with it. You should consider going to spend a weekend or a couple days with Greg. And if not, he's also running a damn tour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how he's doing all this stuff. I can't do this. So he's running the Red Door Den tour.
It's a nice little traveling tour. It goes all around. We got
like 5 states in the Midwest.
Yeah.
650 and under Fargo.
Mm-hmm. There's a couple of stops here in Missouri. There's one in Springfield. Actually, I think there's 3. There's one in Springfield, one in Poplar Bluff, and then there's one at Spots, wherever that is.
Look him up, Greg Hogue, man. They call him Spanky. He's a hell of a player, teacher, instructor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a redneck.
Fun guy.
Like us. Or me, anyway. John's kind of uppity.
I don't know about all that.
Brady will go rail first here, trying to get the cue ball loose.
I think you can see.
Looks like he's just drawing them.
He's just going to spin out.
He got there.
Yeah. The ball was out quite a bit to go rail first and still come all the way down. I like it. Good shot. Here's another. This is a really great drill shot. If you guys, I mean, this happens a lot where you got to play position on 2 balls next to each other on the same rail. Like you can, do that. Nice, easy way instead of making it complicated. The 9 ball made that shot. No big deal.
This is a challenging shot right here, and it takes a lot of confidence to leave yourself there and to shoot that ball.
Yeah, you hit it good.
And I was telling that person outside, I didn't finish that story, but Brady's at that level where he can pound these pockets with no worries like that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Low A players that we have around here, they'll stop leaving themselves that shot because they just know it rattles too much.
Yeah.
And
that's a little bit of that home field advantage. You start to understand that like some tables just don't take balls down the rail like that.
Well, it's a skill level thing too. Brady's just above that level where he can do it.
Yeah, he's real accurate.
We watched Justin just pound these pockets left and right.
So,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like that shot there. He made sure to not hit the long rail going in. Like he almost overcut it. But
you can, like I said, I've said it a million times when we're watching, some of the other guys. I'm not going to call any of them out, but some of the other guys are like, yeah, he's only 50-50 to get out from here. Like that 5's going to have to be stroked in. This ball's going to have to be, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you give him 2 or 3 stroke shots, man. And but not, like I said, Brady's above that level. Arizona Jay's above that level. I call these guys true A players. And I said it once, and I'll stand by it, man. It takes about a semi-pro to beat Brady. And Arizona Jay, really, too. I mean, these guys, they're top amateur players. They're 700 Fargo players, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be a 720, basically, to have the advantage on them. You got to be able to hold your cue. They're 2 of our favorites, too, man.
Yeah, these guys are a lot of fun when they come in. They're always good for conversation, put on a good show.
Dude, Jay's just one of the most incredible people, man.
A great sportsman. They're.
I got to work with them all last year.
Yeah.
Jay kept the Players Club alive for a while last summer. I was helping him with lightning rods. He installs them on the biggest houses and commercial buildings, stuff like that. And, man, he's the best boss. We talked about one pocket like half the time while we're working. Feeds you McDonald's every single day, too. Never, without a doubt. Is he going to get a little wild here and send the cue ball at the 9, I think?
Coming 2 rails on it off the 1.
Thin the 1 with a lot of left-hand English and come
Yeah.
2 rails into the 9. It's kind of a two-way, you know. Now he might be banking the 1 at the 9.
I don't know if I like that so much.
Yeah, I
I
don't
do like
either.
this. I mean, he plays so much 3 cushion
Yep.
that he can control that cue ball really well.
Yeah, I agree. Yep, Jay is a top 3 cushion player, man. There's only a few guys around the Midwest we know of that beat him up at the game, and that'd be people like Danny Harriman, Mike Banks Jr. There's not a lot, man. I mean, he can get there.
Right.
He's also a really good one-pocket player. Justin gives him 11-7 here frequently. Brady's not a one-trick pony. You know, he's a really good bank player, 9-ball player, 8-ball player, both tables, big and small. Probably developing his big table more, but he's not a one-pocket player, really, or 3 cushion.
I don't even know if he even has access to a 3 cushion table anywhere in Illinois.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'll tell you, the town he's in, man, I don't know if they have access to the internet yet.
It's out there, isn't it?
Dude, we went up there to do a table for Brady, and let me tell you this: they're the nicest people in the world. And Brady's, their family's place is called Shorty's.
Mm-hmm.
Fudge. The lunch was really good, man. The service, the people, like it was so cool, man. Like, you know, going back to Green Acres or Little House on the Prairie or whatever kind of town it is he's from, like it's got that feel too. Yeah, it was awesome, man. It's called Shorty's in Clinton County.
Nice.
I think that's what it's called. I know it's Shorty's. I think it's Clinton County. Yep.
Mark's got his own practice table with tight pockets. I like it.
Yeah, all those people are rich in Tomato, Canada.
Joseph says Kuhn Cushion's the closest 3 cushion table to him. They have 2 of them now. One heated, one not.
Yeah. I love Kuhn Cushion, man. Thank God for those guys. I hadn't even got to them yet. We got so many people to thank still, man. But Kuhn Cushion, man, Craig Huddleston, dude, has just been awesome to us left and right. Supporting us, coming by, this and that. He's had shirts made for us that I got to wear for our biggest event ever with Efren Reyes. You know, I looked like $1 million in it, I think. I felt like it anyway. He donated some product. We told him we were out of balls to get signed. He runs us down just a bunch of random balls he had we could get signed. Like, these guys are unbelievable, man. We love Kuhn Cushion. That's where we always suggest people to go in St. Louis if you come by here. It's the best pool hall. It's nostalgic. They got all kinds of tables and all kinds of people.
I wonder what Brady's plan was here. I mean, he knows that he can play the 5, maybe off the 8 somewhere, but I don't know what this angle like.
I don't think it goes off the 8.
I mean, he came over and looked at it a while ago, but now I'm not so sure. I mean, maybe it crosses, but not from that angle.
Maybe he thought like the 5-8 combo could get down near it with the 7 being a bumper, a bowling alley bumper.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. On a diamond, you can almost hold this bank.
That's awfully steep. Yeah, he's just going to try and play
love the cue
safe.
ball.
Yeah. Look at this, Jay's telling him, okay, what were you trying to do to get here to do that?
Hey,
I love it.
I want to tell everybody right here, that is everything and anything I ever wish for the Players Club. Right then and there. It's something we do here, man. It's not uncommon to see people coaching their opponent here when gambling because like that. And that's exactly what I want for this place, man. And I'm freaking thrilled. I just can't believe it like makes my whole body tingle watching it happen.
Yeah. These guys have played each other a bunch of times already, so they have a good rapport. And it's like, okay, well, you know. And I did hear Jay say, look, I'm glad you had to shoot it, not me. But at the same time, you know.
Jay cares about everybody he plays against as long as they're cool and love the game, really. Like, I've seen him, Brady tries a little cut there. Or a two-way, maybe.
Maybe.
You know, I've seen Jay do it to everybody. You know, if he's beating you out of money, you know, he'll just start coaching you and start slowing up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, things like that. Now, don't get me wrong. He likes to gamble, so he's not out there trying to not win money, but he's not trying to steal anything.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he's very generous with his information.
Yeah, if he's stealing, he'll just, win his 100 and move on, and teach you a bunch of stuff while he's doing it. You know, he's not going to sit there and milk you to death or try to just get it over with. He'll just start slowing up and teaching you some stuff, and like that's how awesome he is.
Yeah, definitely need more guys like Jay around.
Oh man, Brady gets the 5 to go past that nipple.
What's up, Mike Z?
What up, Mike Zimmerman, man? He's doing a bunch of fun stuff in Illinois for pool, man. We're a little different, but the same. I know he's one guy that's kept pool alive over there as many times as they try to kill it over there.
Yeah.
It's a nice stroke by Brady. Get off the rail a little bit, buddy.
Yeah, he's okay here. It's easy to overrun this ball, though. You think, I just need to float it down, but you got to make sure to not get stuck on the rail.
Think of all the ways you could shoot this ball, depending on how many rails you want to go with the cue ball.
Yeah.
An amateur's never going to want to go up table to come back down.
Right.
You think you're going to scratch. You don't know if you can move it that far. You don't know your speed control.
Mm-hmm.
Someone like Brady probably could have very easily, but he got to a point where he could just put a little draw on it, get there.
Yep. What's up, Wally? How you doing?
Yes, we got another guy over there, man, that you probably know too, but the Pick You Tips guy, man, Robbie Paul. I'm going to sound like an idiot.
Yep, Robbie Paul.
That dude was so cool, man. He came in here and, blew me away. Like I said, we don't go out and solicit too many sponsors, but that guy asked to be a sponsor. And I said, look, we do take sponsors, but not just for that event. I'm going to be, more of a partner with you or something, we're never looking for a one-time event sponsor. That's not what we do here. So if we're going to get in bed with you, man, we're going to get naked.
What's up, Skylar? Don't know. Junk just kind of comes in whenever. Now we could ask.
We got the kid in here.
Yeah, we got the other guy here.
Skylar Brown. We got Sam Devers is here. Jay, Brady, Bergman.
Yeah.
We got choices for you. I don't know if you're going to like many of them, but we got them.
Josh was talking about coming down as well.
Oh, Palazzolo.
Yeah.
Well, Arizona J motorboated the side pocket, let her rip, left a combo for Brady.
Oof. I don't like either one of these. I don't like the 1-6. I definitely don't like the 1-4.
That one passes the 6 in the side pocket. What's this crazy camera up here? Do we have another camera up here now?
Oh, that's the one I moved for the whole room view for effort. I just haven't put it back yet.
Can we see it?
Yeah.
Not right now, but
just we
later maybe.
Yeah, just.
I don't remember what it looked like, and Brady tries to play it safe, and wow, what a cue ball.
Yeah, good speed.
Nice job.
Really good speed. Oh, you're welcome, Wally.
Now, Jay has a jump cue, I think, although he's a much probably more proficient kicker than most people in the St. Louis area.
He does kick really well.
But he has some sort of a jump cue thing.
Yeah. He's got a really great playing cue and everything else. I
think it's an action jump break cue.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, though.
But yeah, he's just I just need a jump break cue is what he said, basically. And just pulled something off the shelf somewhere.
He almost got it to go, and he's going to get safe off of it. So, as Jay will say, it was good enough. Brady's going to kick this ball. A general rule for any rookies out there, I love jumping, but so if the 7 ball were halfway, I would not be jumping. I want it to be a third of the way so that I have plenty of room to land here and then run. So that's kind of what if I had to jump over a ball that's halfway, I would try it maybe. If especially as far out as that 1 ball is.
Mm-hmm.
But the closer your object ball is to the rail, too, screws it, because if that ball is going to be hopping when it's hitting something, it can go off the table and.
Oh yeah, you're done.
So that's just a general little rule, man. I love it when the ball I'm jumping is a third of the way, basically from.
Yeah, just a third of the distance. I always tell people
I prefer it to be at least 6 inches away from the cue ball. 6 inches to a foot away is a real good place to start from. It's probably a little easier when you got your hand up on the rail as opposed to down on the bedcloth. Jay with a nice slice and dice down the rail.
Nicely
He gets
done.
on the 2 real good. Now let's see if Jay shoots the 3 all the way up or if he moves the cue ball back out.
He's probably going to draw this straight back.
Yeah, we'll see what he does. He's got a nice extension that goes with his Q-Tech cue that the Players Club helped him get because we love Arizona Jay.
Mm-hmm. Guy, thank you so much for them stars. Doing well. What's up, Davis? Ryan? Wally?
Carl, I got good news for you then because Justin's wanting to play somebody. He's talking and barking, man. We got a match we're looking to make.
Nice shot from Jay there. Hits that ball real clean.
But Bergman's here. He's playing on his favorite little bar table up front that he hates, but he couldn't say no to the youngest guy in the room, Hayden Devers. Hayden's working his way up the charts. I just noticed he's won a little tournament as a 6. Man, he may not want that out there, but
Well, I mean, it's posted out there. He won it as a 6, but here's the DL information. He still had chips left when he won that.
yeah, don't tell him.
Yeah.
You can't say
That kid's trying to hide the best he can, but he's ain't going to be hiding much longer. His game's really coming up. Good for him.
Oh, hey, Carl, thank you, by the way. We had a nice, beautiful bottle of Moscato out by the lake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
Chastity, I think they're going to start here pretty soon, but to be honest, we'll probably just get a little bit of score updates here and there. I don't know how much stream time we'll get. Right. Comparatively, it...
Arizona J to the other side of the table. How many rails? 1.
Yeah.
And a give up. God, I love these guys. Yeah, Jay wanted the Fedor Q, so he's right here. Oh,
that's why he's running back here. Yeah.
He said he can't beat you. I just told him that he should just go ahead and... We just told him he can just go ahead and bet on you then. We got a match for you. Yeah. Big table, call pocket. I think Sam's going to say, what time? Let me go ask him. Oh, I don't want to interrupt these guys while they're playing.
All right, you just wait for the break.
Yeah.
Jay comes up dry again. If you want to poke your head out, that'd be okay. I don't think Sam's doing anything, right?
I'm going to wait a second.
All right. I'm sure he would.
That sounds like something he would play.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't. Never heard him complain about.
I'll tell you this.
Pocket before.
Little respect for our friend Danny Hill here. He barked at Sam right away and said, I'll play you some 9-ball AM1 pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you know what? I'll even play you on that baby box over there you like.
Mm-hmm.
And I was stunned.
Yeah.
Danny was almost basically... I mean, Danny can play a little bit, but... Get him, Justin. There's our executive house pro barking at the Cedar Lake Sellers guy.
Yeah.
Man, I miss spring fling. I'm hoping to... I think my wife already bought tickets for Pyromania. I'm not sure, but I know we're not going to miss that one. I need that day off, John, by the way.
What?
Pyromania? You know what that is?
Yeah, I know.
Dude, the whole show started out with this gigantic, huge fireball. We were like 1,000,000 yards away, but it was cold out, but you felt all the heat.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
I got you, Justin. And Carl. It's not one-sided. Let's make sure the score is right.
Watch it, Bergman. I'm keeping your score every time you play from now on. Unless I'm backing you. That's part of the handicap when you play Justin here at the club is I keep score.
Yeah.
Dude, Mark Wilson and I had no shot at keeping score together. We were both just in awe watching Justin and Efren play one pocket.
I know.
And me and Mark are both like, ooh, oh. What's this? I have no idea, man. I got no clue what the score is. Well, let's just count. We had a blast.
I think he might have made this many balls. Yeah, it was nuts.
Well, even in the rotation game, like it was like we had a couple little things just kind of, whatever happened. And next thing you know, like you don't know the score and Justin just keeps shooting.
Yeah.
Efren's like, no, you're done. Dude, so many funny things happened in that show that I'll never forget. And you know what one of my favorite ones was? So I got to have a whole conversation with Justin about this too, but basically when they lag and the first time they come up even and Justin swipes the balls. Second time they come up even again and Justin swipes the balls. And then normally like you'd start getting out, pieces of chalk and paper and trying to figure out who's closer, and guys like to measure things when they get that small.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was just so much fun that Justin just whacked them and made them lag again. You know what I mean? Because it was just like, no, screw that. This is for the fan. Like we're going to do it again, and then they have to do it again, and then again, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I asked Justin about it. I said, "How close was it?" He goes, "Man, it was real close." He goes, "I think the first time I was ahead, and the second time he might have been, but I forget what he said. But he said basically Efren told him again, and it was kind of like just I don't know.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Oh, it was
That's
great,
all it
yeah.
was.
And, on the third one, like Justin saw was going to be close again, and he just said, I'll give up the break. he just grabbed his ball. It was great. And then the next day they started, and they lag, for the first break for the one pocket, and it got real close again, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. I'm like, we're just gonna be lagging. But yeah, I'm still making my way through all that footage and trying to just take little notes and all the great stuff, and be expecting a nice little highlight reel from just that event here in the next week or so, hopefully, if I get enough free time.
You'll see a cool picture?
Sure. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, no.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
We're going to make Justin do it.
Oh, God.
Would you rather watch a C player do it? Jeez.
No, I don't. No. Yeah, we're both got a little message going on here. Mike Wills looking for another match. Wally wants to play you, Brendan. One pocket or Mo 8. Well, it's probably not going to be Mo 8 since I don't think we allow Mo 8 in here, but it might be 8 ball. More likely it'll be one hole.
Wally. I think you and me will have a good time, buddy. What up, Mike Wills? I can get you matched, buddy. You just got to tell me when you want to come. Brady Bearman with a little stroke shot on the 8.
Yeah. It's going to come a little short, but it's better to stay above it.
At least we get to see these guys shoot a 9 ball. They keep getting dead perfect shape, and the other guy gives it to them every time.
Yeah.
This is the first one we've seen him shoot.
No one's going to be giving up that 9 ball, that's for sure. Brady ties it up at 3. They're both third way there.
I think my wife forgot about me. Either that or I wasn't good enough on vacation. I don't know.
You did not earn a dinner tonight. Not for you. Colby, thought you'd be back tonight.
Donkey?
Yeah. Oh, he's probably driving back to work today.
What up, little buddy? Do you see the picture I saw of you on Facebook today? The little dwarf donkeys?
That thing's been making the rounds.
Oh, man.
Those
I've
miniature
tagged Colby
donkeys.
in that probably 10 times over the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
Either that or very similar ones. I love dwarf donkeys. Every time I see one, I just can't think of anything but Colby. It's my little buddy,
funny.
man. I heard you're playing my new donkey, Preston. He's just like you. You guys are both fucked up, you know it?
Oh, God, yeah.
Seriously, both of you guys. Brady with a nice break, squats his cue ball, gets kicked a little bit, though. Did he get anything to drop?
Nope.
God.
These guys can't figure out the speed or angle or racking pattern.
Or how to use a magic rack, apparently.
Yep.
Going at 9. Hopefully I'm going at 9. He's going to about 6.
Somebody asked him how they were playing. Jay with a witty retort. A little safety attempt here, trying to get behind the 5. I don't think he got him quite enough. Looks like it leaked out a tiny bit. I'm not sure if Jay has all of it to cut it in the corner. I expect him to make a hit, though. He looks real thin. The problem is if he does like a little swerve shot, the cue ball is going to be going away from the 2. As long as he doesn't get crazy, he'll have some kind of look at it.
Very good food.
I think I got something worked out here.
Oh.
Speaking of, Mr. Palazzolae just walked in.
What up, donkey?
And how about that shot? A little Massey swerve kick combo. And your Schultz, that is kind of how Mike plays. He's always in a good mood. Always smiling.
I got a little short guy over here, likes to wear a mask. He'll play with me.
We can do some races on for 100 if you want. All right. 100 in there,
Let me call Daniel real quick. I heard him.
We'll take a look at it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, I'll see what I can do.
Mm-hmm.
I was away. Are you really?
Brady with a nice combo. Controls the first ball well.
Here, you coming here? We got a doubles match for us, so I'm going to go off. It's Colby and Todd.
Position with 6 is not trivial. Good job, Brady. Good holding that ball. Skylar, we need. I think Sam might have gotten himself a game here. Let's see if I can get an answer for you. Brennan's about to go step outside real quick. We'll see what we get from him. And Brady takes down that one, takes the lead, 4-3. A little bit of score update from Dallas and Jordan. They are sitting, Dallas has got the first 2. I think they're racing to 20. Skylar, as soon as I hear back from Brendan, he just stepped away to go ask and see who's doing what. I don't know how long everybody's going to be around.
Sam said yes to Skylar.
Sam said yes to Skylar. So come on down, Skylar. We'll figure out something.
Skylar Brown's coming?
Yeah, he's going to play Sam, I guess.
All right, Brady looking for to change his braking position here. Going more towards the brake box. He's trying to find that line through the rack that he likes. And still is unable to get the corner ball to go. The wing ball almost goes. The other wing ball almost goes around a bunch of rails. Still nobody made a ball in the break.
Have we made a ball in the break yet? Maybe you made one. Yeah.
Wally, it's not so much a matter about finding the match. I think it's more about finding a schedule that works for you, right? I think, didn't you say that you got yourself a new job that makes it a little tricky? But I would say that honestly, that like anytime you get a free night, come down and either Brendan or myself can figure out, what you're doing and how that's working. Because we'll figure something out. And I'll play you anything. I would prefer not 8-ball just because I'm not a big 8-ball player, but I can play it. I don't play it terribly well, but yeah, well, some night that you want to, you can click your away button in the Uber app and come in for a little bit, hit some balls, see where you're at. Jay unable to get the 2-ball to drop, leaves it pretty good for Brady. Brady looking nice. 4 to the 5 is going to be a real trick here. I don't know that we need to be hearing all of Danny's conversation. Man, he talks loud. I'll turn that other room mic down a little bit. Brady handles that 4 to 5 real nice. Doesn't get himself stuck on the rail. Got a good angle. He's looking right there. He's going to go around the 8, between the 8 and 7, up, play the 6 on the left side. It looks like. How's the speed? Pretty good. I would like, if I'm him, I would like to get, I want to get back underneath the side pocket. I'm not trying to shoot that 7 past the points. I think he's got just the angle. He can draw right there. Just like that. Don't get on top of the 8. Close. Skylar, Sam said yes. He said yes to you, Skylar, I mean. So, yeah. Come on down. He'll be here. Or come on up, I guess. You're coming from down south. So I think the geographical term for that would be up. Brady out to an early lead. I shouldn't say early. Jay was out to the early lead. Brady now is taking the lead from Jay. 5-3, race to 9. Brady finding a different break position again. Watching the 5-ball. 5-ball is going way high. That 5-ball is hitting way up here. Now, that's normally the ball that you're expecting to make. So, a couple of things. He could rack the balls a little bit below the spot. He could hit them a little softer, I believe. Let that 5-ball kind of trickle in there. Or he needs to decrease the angle going into the rack. He could go back to the break box. Or figure out, there's a couple of balls that help that ball go. So you look at the wing, the perimeter balls and see which ones are frozen or whatnot. Sounds good, Skylar. Drive safe. We will see you then. Nice shot from Jay. Elevated. Stuns that ball. Kind of bounces up. Gives himself a good look here. And go to the head rail and come back between the 6 and 7, or just kind of slide over the soft stop shot. Pretty much getting that same gap between the 6 and 7. Oh, decided to pound it and draw back over there. And I'm not sure if he would have liked that shot or not. Either way, now it's Brady's issue to deal with. He's got enough. Yeah, he'll just float it up and take the long shot. Being elevated like that, it's not really worth trying to hold that ball with inside, so it comes off the head rail and then comes back between the 6-7. And the 6 and 5 are giant walls, so leave yourself this. Play for the 5 on the side on the right. Well, Cook, I don't know where you heard that, but your information is wrong. I would check the number and please dial again. I did hear that, I thought Shelly was coming down tonight, though. I assumed that maybe you might be coming with her. Yeah, Skylar is looking for a match. He looks like he's going to get a Jimmy or what's up, man? Bring me one of them frozen drinks. That thing looks so good. Like, I don't often like frozen drinks or get down with that stuff, but sometimes you just see a picture of something and you're like, damn, I want that. I want that. You work till 10:30. Well, the good news is Skylar Brown's going to be here at 10:30, so we'll have a couple of different matches going on by then. And who knows what's going to be going on, where, when, any of that stuff. There's a guy here you could play, though, Drew Camarada. He's looking to do a little something. You guys are real close. You also got the 6 killer. Hayden Devers is here. Jordan Holfarth currently trails Dallas Price 3-0 in their big race to 20. I have no idea where the chalk is. Did you find some? Okay. All right. Brady Racken, 2/3 of the way there, is now doubled up Jay's score. Jay unable to capitalize on some stuff. Let's see what modifications Brady has made with the rack and or his position. He might switch to the other side. Yes, he does. Now we're looking for the 4 ball in the low left. He's starting from the box. That one goes right in. He hits it real good. He gets the other ball, the 3 rail into the side. He's going to be sticking with that break for a while and start to figure out how he can control the 1 maybe a little better. If he got his cue ball to not get bumped around, he'd have a real great shot at this one. As it is, it's manageable. It's kind of a big ballsy cut because you're not guaranteed a shot at the 2. I don't even know if he's going to go for it. He could maybe... I kind of expect him to play safe here. If you cross corner banks it... No, yeah, he just... That's not going to get it done, though. He's going to leave Jade long, but with a reward. Oh, nice. Dallas now leads 4-0 over Jordan, and Jay unable to capitalize on that miss save from Brady.
Ooh, Brady's turned it on here, huh?
Yep.
I turn around, it was 3-2 Jay. So Brady's won 3 or 4 in a row here, I'm guessing, something like that.
Yep.
Safety coming up. Leaves the 1 ball exposed, but nope, no cover.
This is moderately easier than the shot that Jay just had. But yeah, Brady's been... Jay's had to try and fight, shoot some pretty tough shots to try and get started in the rack. And sometimes it happens, you shoot a couple of hero shots and you get them. It's okay, but if they don't go and then you leave it good.
Skylar, who you bringing, buddy? Are you coming with Brawley or Ewan or who you rolling with tonight?
You probably go to 7, maybe. I don't know how they work.
Colazola and Sam Devers going at it. Sam Devers and Skylar Brown later. And
7-ball.
they run into two monsters. What up, Bergman? What? Huh? I thought that was Sam. Oh, is it clear?
Why did you do that? I don't-
What am I supposed to do?
Hey.
Can't think straight.
Oh, gee, almost with a really powerful cross bank. Right? You gotta hit the button. All right.
Action Jackson.
Special guest.
What did I miss?
Not a whole lot. Jay got an early lead, 2-0, then led 3-2, and it's been the Brady show pretty much since then. Jay's trying some hero shots that haven't really worked out for him, and they're leaving Brady pretty decent.
Is the score right? That's what I want to know.
Yes.
Okay. It's a pretty good shot. Brady just shot.
Yeah.
And thought
It's
he
hard
had
to hold
way
that
too
ball.
much
I mean,
angle.
Yeah. I mean, look how far away it is. She did.
Hold this in.
She sent me a message wanting to know. Well, I shouldn't say she said she was coming. She wanted to know if we would be open. So I made the assumption that she also wanted to come down.
Hit that ball too hard.
Yeah. Did he mean to
I
try and hit that ball rail first?
Oh, actually, I was
Oh,
about to
he was
say that.
wrong.
I think he can make it either way. But he hit it like right in the worst spot.
Yeah, right in between.
Yeah. So I like slow roll.
Yeah, see, like little stuff like that's been happening to Jay. He's just been slightly overcutting the ball or hitting it a little fat.
He just jumped up on that.
Yeah.
It's like he took it for granted. Oh, I don't know. Supposed to make that. I'm betting on him to get out 100 out of 100.
Oh yeah, like set him up again. Like I would never bet against him getting out.
Yeah.
I mean, he did say he played he played golf for like 5 hours today. Maybe he's tired.
Oh yeah. Your arms are so sore. That was like some of the worst pool I ever played was after playing golf.
Yeah. It's a little rough. Oh yeah, Brock. I mean, Brady's played a bunch. We know, and that's the thing. Like they can both catch gear and both kind of get going. And these guys are going to play like probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 sets probably. I would say, unless Brady wins like 3, Jay may pull up if he loses 3 straight.
Yeah.
But as long as they're trading sets, they'll be playing for a while unless somebody just gets into it.
Yeah, that's a good thing about these two. They just like to play.
Indeed.
They're not going to try to change the game after one set.
Yeah. Oh, I need a little weight. You beat me 7-3 so far, you know.
Right.
Well, you're trying to give Justin a little jelly.
Sweet.
A cocktail. He likes the real sugar Pepsi.
My PayPal is...
There you go. I was talking with Danny about that earlier. How many messages do you think Tony has in his PayPal right now? People trying to like send him jelly messages and all this kind of stuff.
Less than a couple.
What?
Yeah.
You don't think all those people that
I never
got on them?
I mean, unless
send 'em
people
jelly?
just hate me, but I never get. I would, maybe one or two people, after a big match, and that's usually not on average. That's like, most times I get nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
The most I probably ever got is like 2 or 3 people messaging me, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe they just don't bet high enough. I would
People
think them
just
high
don't.
rollers would give a little something, you know?
Not if they don't have to.
Well, I mean, I guess I can see that, but at the same time,
Well, and too, it's different. Like if you got to go out of your way, if that, if you're there and that player knows you bet, a lot of them kind of feel like obligated to. But a lot of times you don't know who's betting what, and they're not gonna, give you
Yeah.
anything. Which I always do. Like if I bet on a player, I always try to throw him something, even if I don't like him.
I mean,
You get
it's-
more if
you're
I
just-
like
yeah.
you. But
Yeah. I always find it weird when people I've heard people like get upset about like not getting the jelly if they, you bet them on the side and like they, win the tournament or win the match and
yeah.
the player gets wind of it. They're like, what? Hey man, like, where's my little piece? Like,
Well, I mean, it's definitely appreciated. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess you don't owe them anything, but I always kind of looked at it like this. Okay, so you tip a waitress or a bartender 20%, but you're not going to tip somebody that worked for you or a match or all weekend and won a tournament, and made you thousands. Like
right,
you're going to tip somebody that brought you some food, but not somebody that made you money.
right.
I'm not saying anything against like waitresses and bartenders.
No,
who
but that's a
deserve to
fair
get tipped,
comparison,
too.
right? I mean, like
Yeah.
they're working for you, you're doing your job. You did your job,
Yeah.
and you got what you wanted out of your job, right? Like at a restaurant, their job is to give you food. You got food.
Right.
In an action match, your job is to win the match. You
Yeah.
did.
And I understand like a lot of times people, with Calcuttas, people used to say, well, they had their chance to buy half,
Yeah. Well, who's
But
going
a
to buy
lot of
half of
times
themselves
the
at
players
30,000?
Exactly. A lot of times the players can't afford it.
When it gets out of the range, yeah, like because I mean, you think Tony even had like a tenth of himself in there? Would he go for like 12,000 in the Calcutta?
I think the blind, 12,000 or 13,000.
It was something huge. I mean,
I think Tony went for 9,500. They said,
oh wow,
but still, I mean, 10,000.
right? Yeah, I mean, he might have got half, but that was probably staked, so he's less than half of half at that point.
Right.
That's it's weird.
Yeah, I know. Like Bustamante, he won that the Lafayette 9-ball, at White Diamonds. They were having $100,000 Calcuttas, but the tournament is like 1,000 added. The tournament pays like $1,200 to win it, and then you got hotel and entry fee, and you're there 2-3 days. So you're gonna make like 700 maybe. All the money's in the Calcutta. Well, he goes for 8,000 in the Calcutta. He ain't Valley Bar Table. You can't buy yourself for that.
Right.
And the guy that bought him didn't give him anything. So they put on like Facebook. All these people think, oh, Boosty won 60,000. Meanwhile, I guarantee you, he made under $1,000 that week.
Yeah, somebody made 60,000 because they got him in the Calcutta.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them people, they buy like 10 people and they lose money even they got the winner.
Well, yeah, some of the guys like, you get a whole bunch of people.
Gamble.
Yeah, and they buy a whole bunch of people and they end up spending 20,000 or 30,000 in the Calcutta. And even if their horse wins,
Yeah, they lose money.
Yeah, they end up spending more in the Calcutta than the first place.
There was a guy from Texas, Charlie, or Louisiana. He passed away, I think, not that long ago, but he used to travel to all the big events, and he would buy like the top 5 best players. He'd buy the first 5 Calcutta,
Wow.
and he'd have 80% of the Calcutta money, but he was like guaranteed to get like first, second, and third, most of the time. And he said he was profitable doing that. I
just don't
know.
see how.
Yeah. You have to get like, if you do that, you have to pick right every time.
Yeah, the first blind was 9,500 and the second blind was 12,500. right? And then is that the third blind, Mike? Mark went for 13. The third blind.
Yeah.
Did they do
show
3?
hand?
Yeah.
I'm Lion, RoboCop, I guess.
Yeah.
Cop. Yeah.
Yeah.
T-Rex. Yeah. So look, if you bought the first 3, that's 26,000 plus 9,500. That's 37,000
Mm-hmm.
about.
First place was 45.
Yeah, so I mean, but think about it. Now you got Justin Hall could win it. Alex is
Alex is
picked.
in there. But yeah. Scott could have won it.
Scott could have won it. Oh, there you go. He got to the finals.
Yeah.
You know, like there ain't no way I'd like doing that.
Mm-mm.
Now, certain events, like if it's a soft event and there's 3 really, really top, like heavy players that are, basically going to win it, then it kind of might make sense. But
I mean, there was 24 players in that thing, and probably 18 of them could have won.
right.
Maybe not 18, but
10.
10 or 12 easy.
Yeah.
Could have won. Like, there wasn't a lot of dead money in that thing.
Right. That's the thing, but them 2,000 entries, you're not,
Yeah, you're
nobody
not
that
getting
can't
chumps.
play, is putting up 2,000.
Yeah, there's no cannon fodder in a big entry tournament.
Yeah.
It's not like a $20 weekend thing. Like everyone just feels, it's $20. Who cares?
Right. I always thought that was the way for pool and, how pro events should be. Like, if we're not going to have a pro tour, we should, because they're good for the pool rooms because they don't have to add money because there's already good money in the tournament,
Yeah.
Before the added money, just with the 2,000 entry. So the pool room's going to get a lot of spectators, and you're going to get the best players in the world, and the players like it because they can actually make a good payday.
Yeah. It's huge. I'm really like when Poplar Bluff did that all them years ago. I'm surprised that series didn't continue, other than just scheduling conflicts and everything else that goes on with it. Like, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I don't know about trying to do that every month, but like maybe monthly is too much, or every other month certainly would be within reason.
Oh, I think you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone wants to know why you didn't play down there.
Well, I'm just not really playing much tournaments right now, and I'd rather
He likes
make
the
a game.
one-on-one tournaments.
Yeah.
That's tough. Like he was just saying, I mean, big entry, room and board, travel, like, and that thing only paid top 4, right? So you got to go way deep to even get even.
Yeah. You got to get top 3 in most tournaments, if you're going to try to make a living at it. You got to win about at least 25% of the tournaments you go to, and cash and the rest.
If they do more of those,
I can make money
go.
playing pool. It's just I'm just not really interested in traveling right now.
Yeah, it's a pain.
Been there, done that.
Yeah. Look at that kick from Brady! Holy cow! Great shot. I think the 2 does pass the 4 on the side, but still, that was a great hit.
Yeah.
Scott, thank you for them stars. Really do appreciate it.
This 2 goes on the side. Jake can get the cue ball down by the 7. Shoot the 3 up table.
Yep. Came a little short. He was real hesitant with that ball.
Look like. He caught it a little full. That's why.
Yeah, he did. He's not messing around with it. It's all right. I'm not going to outrun you here. Let's see if I can outmove you.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Had 2 ways to go there to get him.
Obviously, he would rather have that cue ball snuggled up on that 9 because Brady's looking like there might be a window there.
Right.
Maybe he can just swerve away from the 9 and it just goes right between the 6 and 4. He's looking at 2 rails. Way easier.
I like, behind the 8.
Yeah.
Are they playing call shot?
No. Yeah. Look at this. This ball keeps going. It might get good for him.
I sent that to Carl earlier. They put Buffalo, the owner of Buffalo's posted like $200,000 in it on this chair,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "This is what we're playing for." And I sent it to Carl, and I said, "You play races to 3 for this."
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fun time right there.
Yeah, real fun. That's my kind of action. That strong arm John used to say to me, "Kid, you could win life-changing money." If you gamble with me, I'll change your life. I'll
Oh,
change your
man.
lifestyle.
Well, you do it long enough, something's going to change.
Yeah,
No idea if it's going to be for the better or not, but something will be different.
yeah.
Oh, wow. He spun that way with a nice shot. I really like it. I mean, it's gave him the best shape in the 5. It just
Harder to pocket the ball.
Yeah,
but
it's just
the
way
shape
complicated,
is-
that shot.
Yeah.
He did it real well. Mitchell, thank you for the stars. Very much appreciated. Wally, I'm not ignoring your question about the help from Bergman and stuff. I know that we've got a number of people been asking whether or not you do lessons or whatnot, and I know that you've kind of been thinking about some stuff and tossing around some ideas, but last I heard, you don't have anything kind of ironed out, like what kind of things you would do or wouldn't do.
Me?
Yeah, like, you
Yeah.
don't strike me as like the I'll fix your mechanics kind of guy. Like,
No.
I feel like if like, you want that. Like, there are plenty of guys out there to work on mechanics.
Yeah.
But I would feel like for you, maybe people might get the most information out of you from like how to play the game, like why you would shoot a ball this way versus that way, pattern play, and things like that.
I tell people all the time, like, you're wasting your money if you try to get a lesson through me. Now, I think, I mean, I would, walk them through like, like an 8-ball rack or something. For me, I think that's worth more than, paying somebody for a lesson,
Mm-hmm.
And really, I mean, the best thing people can do if they want to get better is just put the time in, And a lot of people looking for lessons, they don't want to put the time in. I'm serious. What?
Carl's comment.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that's great. But no, I think you're right though, because like I said, there's a ton of people out there that are really good with mechanics and like put your foot here and keep your eyes there, and work out the things like, and that's very important. You have to have a repeatable stroke, however what works for you.
Right.
But for you, like understanding the position routes and why you shoot a ball and what your pattern is and why, like, you can't just get up there and make balls, right? Like, there's a reason why you make the game look so easy, and it's because of your decisions at the table. And I feel like if there's things that somebody's going to really take away from that they can make their own after spending time with you, it would probably be more of that part of the game.
Oh, yeah. I can help anybody out a little bit, I think. But, I mean, it's all up to them putting the time in afterwards.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we all know a couple of guys that have gone to like Mark Wilson once a year for 10 years and they're still C players, and it's maybe they don't put the time in, maybe they don't ingest it properly, they don't make that information their own, like you can see as many people as you want.
I really
like
think,
said,
too,
though,
you really have to have the passion for it. You really have to want to get better.
Yeah.
If you just kind of, even if you are playing every day and you don't enjoy it, I don't know if you can get better.
Right. Like there's definitely a ceiling there. There's a cap.
Right.
To where you can just kind of passively improve and then you're not getting any better after that.
Yeah.
For sure. Meanwhile, looks like Jay has fought his way back to almost get even with Brady here. Really great attempt there, although I don't think he would have liked. Yeah, I don't think he would have liked to shot at the 2 afterwards. But.
Yeah.
Right. Where the 8 hole.
Mitchell Monk wants the 5 out in the breaks.
Oh, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle. Sorry, I keep putting a T in there.
She plays way too good.
Yeah. Josh Lambert is also correct. Passion is important.
I like Carl's hourly rate. 50,000. I can improve your game for sure.
Now, yeah, I mean that would be the most fun, but are you really going to be coaching your opponent at 50,000 an hour?
Yes. Guaranteed improvement, 3 balls for
awesome.
50K.
I love it.
No.
Good times. Is Brady going to get there with this 2 ball? He's short.
Yeah.
Jay can see
I don't know if
this.
he's trying to play the 6 or just trying to get behind the 5, like a containing shot. Jay can bank the 2 right here, cue ball behind the
Come
9.
back over there, yeah.
Got a big wall. That one right here.
Yeah. John, thank you for the stars so much. I really appreciate it.
Could lock him up right on the 5 too.
I think he was trying your shot. He didn't get there.
No. He also could have done this. It's a lot safer. You're guaranteed to leave a tough shot.
Just make sure to get the 2 ball up there and not really care so much where the cue ball's going.
Right.
I got you. Brady gets a nice little carom off the 3. I don't think the 3 passes the 4 anymore, so long distance combo.
Yeah.
Well, medium
Tough
distance,
shot.
I guess. But
Anytime you're shooting a combo, you just have to be so accurate.
I hate him.
Yeah.
Oh, it does pass. Never mind. I'm wrong. We're all wrong.
Yeah, it definitely didn't look like it went from here.
The camera lies an awful lot. Ryan, thank you so much for them stars. You are super awesome, man. Really appreciate it. I know you know that because you've been here a bunch. You've heard the speech. Alabama just walked in. I heard rumors of a doubles game. I think Colby and somebody's coming in. So you got action too, apparently.
I do?
I mean, Colby's here, Brendan's here, Bama's here. Like
Colby's here?
He will be.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think they got a doubles game, but if somebody bows out, though, I'm sure they'll let you in.
Yeah.
You can sub in for Alabama. That's a fair trade, right?
I thought Alabama was going to play Sam's son.
Hayden? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like to play. I told Hayden he could play Drew here a little bit. Drew plays, these games been coming up. They're not terribly far off. Hayden has more seasoning, even though he's about half the age of Drew. But Hayden's seasoning is pretty strong.
Hayden's going to be a great player, I think.
Yeah.
He has good fundamentals, and his dad was a good player.
Yeah.
He's got heart.
He does.
He likes to get up and play.
He does like to get up in there, that's for sure. What's up, man?
This guest commentator on a Monday.
Yeah, I know, right?
You're up. You want to?
No.
I got to take a break here pretty soon.
All right. Yeah, Brendan was supposed to come back. I think he was waiting for food stuff. Oh, he's eating? Okay. All right, what's up, Alabama? How you doing?
Not much, John. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Brady's on the hill here in the first set. Jay had an early lead, but Brady quickly doubled him up, 6-3, and now he's at 8-6.
I saw it at 2-2 and then had a little dinner, so.
Yeah. They're struggling on the break, something fierce. This is what I understand. Last time Brady broke, he broke from the other side of the box, made a couple balls, and just his cue ball got kicked. So then he goes back to the other side and continues to not make a ball. It's crazy. I got an interesting layout here. The 1-7 doesn't go. Looking for safety options.
What do you want?
Can he thin the one? Get the cue ball up? No, what's he?
I know
looking
what
down
I would
here?
shoot, but I would not execute it well. I'd be trying to go 2 rails behind the 2, but
That's what I was looking at. Maybe he's just going to draw this ball back. And
yeah, he's
play
got to bring the
carom.
cue ball other way. Yep.
Yep.
Just
He's
leave
gonna
it
just let that-
separated.
Yep.
Oh, and
Nice.
if he was playing for that one to get to the bottom rail and separate, that's a extreme amount of control with how much was moving. I think that was just a little fortunate and worked
Yeah.
out perfectly.
You know, you look at those balls were real close, so I mean, it makes sense that he would understand how to read that tangent line. Get the cue ball there. Good speed. Brady almost kicks in the one, and
He gets a little fortunate leave too. Yeah.
This is kind of how it's been going. Jay's been coming with some pretty good shots, but they haven't all worked.
I would expect Jay to stick this pretty hard right there.
Yeah. Should be no
Cue
problem
ball.
hitting it.
Depends if the one catches one of those, the 2 or the
2
9.
or the 9, yeah.
I thought he'd catch it a little less full than that. Worked out pretty well, but
Yeah.
Brady should jump this. And depends on how hard it comes off that rail, whether he has a shot on the 2.
Yep. Another champion on the mic, says Carl.
Yeah. What's going on, Carl? I got a private message from Carl the other morning at 4 in the morning where he had to just rub it in. He'd already been working for an hour.
I wonder how Sam and Josh are doing up there. Also, Skylar Brown's coming up to play Sam later. Big table 9-ball.
Well, Sam took down that game, and he's racking. And he was racking the last game, so that's at least 2 in a row for the champ in the back.
Yep.
His son Hayden's over here playing a guy. I really expected Brady to pocket that ball.
Yeah, that ball being froze like that, hopping, that's tough.
I didn't think it was froze, but yeah, that angle shows it a lot better.
Yeah, it is real close. Got a good hit, though, and got a safe return. Jay's going to execute another nice kick shot.
Did you get some pizza delivered, John?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in and up there with
It's
Susan
actually what I
and
just
Dallas.
ate. Yeah. Too much of garbage.
You were working out at 4 in the morning?
Yeah, that's what I do every morning at 4 in the morning.
God.
Well, at the moment, due to trying to act like I'm 25 instead of closer to 45, I do about 30 minutes of stretching first. So
Yeah. Oh, you gotta. Well, lately this weekend, I've only been getting home at 4 in the morning. So this place has been keeping me up pretty late.
well, with Brendan out of town, when you're keeping it going, John.
Gosh, yeah.
Expect Brady to get out from here.
3 passes to 5. It looks okay.
Oh, yeah. Probably wouldn't lay odds, but I'm betting even money he's out from here.
Yeah.
John's got to step out here and probably take care of some pizza business. He could have came out a little further from the rail there. This isn't the easiest position to pocket the 4. Just drift up and have to come out past the 9 again for a shot on the 5. But this is why what might be a routine out isn't always a routine out. Let's see if he puts it down. Beautifully played and came back under the 9. Brady's not trying to do himself any favors here. It gets just a little tough right over the back of the 7. Don't believe he wanted to go nearly that far up. Got 120 viewers tonight. Memorial Day, helping everybody out with a little extra time. Brady 2 balls away from this first set. I don't know if they made an arrangement to play multiple sets or anything, but I highly doubt Jay finishes out and pulls up on this early in the night. A little update on some of the other tables. I think everybody's probably aware. Like I said, Hayden Devers is playing a young man I do not know. Sam Devers, Hayden's dad, is playing Josh Palazzola. Dallas Price playing Jordan Hoffarth. And we have one empty bar table that should be taken up by Brendan and I playing some terrible, terrible doubles. You guys will probably be hearing us in the background cursing each other out because we make terrible, terrible, terrible partners.